Hey, and welcome to Life Coach Access, your daily access with professional certified life coaches brought to you by Life Coach Philippines. And Life Coach Philippines is our community of professional life coaches certified by the Global Institute for coaches and entrepreneur, which is a bona fide institute for mental health that is based in Dallas, Texas, USA. And most recently, we just completed our mental health certification. It has been a wonderful journey. It has been a great journey, and it's just a wonderful start for 2021. Especially, we're going to continuously, or the institute is going to continuously have this mental health certification up to speed in 2021 and continue on. So if that is something that you are wanting to explore, if you are someone who has the heart for in the mental health space, just connect with us in inside Life Coach PAs. If you want to know more about the coaching, the program, just let us know. And Life Coaching Access is our service to the community, and we aim to help individuals experience the process of transformation through the platform of yes, life coaching. And if you want to know more about our international coaching classes and services, please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for assistance. I am Coach Shaun for Inner Game, bringing out the in me, and let's talk about mastering the inner game. And your access with me is every Friday at 10 a.m. in the morning. Marami pong salamat. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me for the last 2 months already. This is my third week talking about the inner game and bringing out the in me. And the inner game talks about really you, talks about you and your capabilities. It talks about you and your potential. It talks about you and the performance that you want to create for yourself and also for the people that you lead. Maybe you have someone that follows you. Maybe you have someone that's continuously looking up to you and looking at you as someone, as a symbol of what success would look like, and they want to be like you someday. So that is what inner game is all about. So the inner game formula, I'm excited to share with you today. This is something that I've learned, and it's something that when I was reflecting on it, I realized I've been using for most of their time. And it's beautiful if you're able to recalibrate what's happening in your life. Especially me, I've transitioned from corporate to entrepreneur. It's a wonderful thing that you're able to calibrate the things that you've learned in the workplace, that those are the things, that's something that you can still continuously do when you go full-time in entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship is all about really creativity and being creative, and utilizing your gifts, your talents, and your skills, and using it to something that would be of value to other people. So let's understand our inner game for today, understand that formula on what it takes for you, and go into a deep reflection of how performance is for you in the workplace. Maybe you're someone who's listening to me today and thinking about my performance in the workplace was so well. I did well, but suddenly there was a change in how I see things, and my performance suddenly declined. So my hope for you today is to be able to share to you how you can start, leveling up that performance that you have and going back to who you were, which is the greatness in you and the original design that people or that God has given to you. So please tag your friends in the comment section below. Invite them, especially if you know someone in the workspace. Maybe they're currently challenged right now because it's December. There's a lot of work needed in December. I mean, I've experienced that, especially in December days. Clients are prepping now for the holiday season. It's only, I think, a few more days before the work starts. So tag them or share this to them. Tag them in the comment section so we could inspire more people. We can help more people. Get that performance back, and have something to think about over the vacation week for 2 weeks. All right. So also share this in this FB Live in your timelines and FB groups and pages. And I would ask for you to like also Life Coach PA so you can get up to date videos and lives and learnings as we go along in the journey of transformation through the platform of life coaching. So let's reach more lives so we can help more transform lives in the process. All right. So for those of you who's joining me, maraming salamat. Thank you for joining me. I have my better half, Coach Tin, joining as well. And Coach Orville, thank you for joining. Coach Nilo, it's wonderful to see you, the both of you. And Rona, oh, thank you. Thank you for joining Master Coach Jasmine. Maraming salamat. And as I always say, when watching a seminar, you're watching a talk, you're watching a paid or unpaid trainings and classes, what have you. Make sure that you are always intentional. Always be intentional on how you spend time in the digital space, how you spend time with meetings, how you spend time with trainings and what have you, and find that pack my bag moments. And those pack my bag moments are the moments where if you are someone who has this big old question in your mind, or if you are someone who have this question and you're trying to answer, or maybe you're in a confused state of you know what you want but you can't, it seems like it's not it. Be intentional. Find that, have that one question in your mind or one thought in your mind that you want to be able to answer for today, and get that, answer that. Be intentional, utilize that focus, so that in the future, if you have another question, maybe you have some thought in there that you need answer, what you can always do is just rewatch this video and watch it again and see if that question of yours will be answered, or that uh, the decisions that you need to make would be, you know, you would, it would come into fruition already. Then you can start making the right decisions for your life. So be intentional. Hashtag pack my bag moments. Of course, it's beautiful when you're learning, when you help someone learn in the process. So share that hashtag pack your bag moments in your timeline, in your page, in your group. I mean, that's a wonderful thing, because when you learn, sabi nga ni Coach Nilo, when other people post their pack my bag moments, I learn in the process as well, and I can share that for other people. All right. So if this is the first time you're joining me, if this is the first time you're watching me, maybe you're watching this on a shared link. Maraming salamat. Let me introduce myself. I am Coach Shaun. I'm a professional life coach certified from the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneur, which is, I said, a bona fide institute for mental health that's based in Dallas, Texas, USA. And I'm doing the coaching profession full time since I left 2019, out of the 14 years of my joyful career in the corporate world. I've been super, super blessed there. I was blessed there with promotion, with friends, with people, and a lot of different things in my life. And my hope to you is I would be able to share some of my experiences to you out of the 14 years of my career, and how I was able to achieve success in there. Because I know at the end of the day, you know, it's beautiful that we're able to listen to other people's stories, experiences, so we can get some nuggets of wisdom in there, and choose the right path for us. Maybe choose the right strategies that that person use, or choose the right knowledge and skills that that person has been using, so that we can implement it in themselves. I always remind people to test what you've learned. If you know, now na, once this video is done, test it. Take a look at it. If it works, if it doesn't work, make the revisions, make the adjustment, make it yours. I mean, make it you. Because you're special and I'm special. Everyone, every other people is different on the way they feel, the way they think, and the way they act, and utilize those things that you know will benefit you. And today, I help business leaders and entrepreneurs build their own work-life integration. Work-life integration means that you're enjoying your work and enjoying your life, because most times at work, you know, most of our life is our work. You know, at most times you work 14 hours, 15 hours, 16 hours. I've experienced a time where I worked 20 hours in a day, because I needed to make sure that the business runs and everyone is performing and what have you. And it's something that, you know, can be challenging at first, but when you're able to find really the work-life integration that you need for you to be able to create a life of harmony and synergy in your professional and personal life, oh man, just the world would change for you, and you would just enjoy all of the things that you're doing. But even though at times it can be tough, it can be rough, but it's a beautiful journey, because you're learning something, you're getting something out of it, and you're able to give your full value to the person, or the people, or even the company itself. All right. So if you want to stay motivated, continuously stay motivated, for you to pursue your mission in life, let's have a conversation. Let's focus on the things that you need to strengthen, or the things that you need to recalibrate. As I've said a while ago, for most of when I attend classes or workshop, the next day I will make sure my brain will recalibrate on things and figure out what are the things that I need to keep, and what are the things that I need to, you know, park aside. All right. So if you want to know more about what I do, you can visit my page. It's Life Coach Shaun De Hoya. Just put in there, follow me. I post in there every day, bite size to help you develop self leadership. So it's bite size video. It's less than 25 minutes. It's a bite size learning that you could start implementing it on your day to day activities. Go in there, use it. You can utilize those videos if you want to. Maybe you have a weekly brown bag sessions with your team. Maybe you have a weekly meeting with your team. If you are a leader, you can utilize those videos, convert it, make it yours, then share it to others, to your people. Because that's the beautiful thing about it. You can always curate contents and utilize it as your own so that you can help other people in your workplace. Maybe you're a team leader or a manager, a director, or a VP, and you want something to do that, go through there and life coach on the Hoya. And if you are someone who was to continuously develop their self-leadership skills, I have a community of self-leaders. It's a self-leadership coaching community. Go in there, just answer the questions. Every day I post in there self-leadership tips, knowledge, tricks, everything under the sun that would help you make the necessary actions that day. You don't need to wait. You can implement it that day. That's the speed of implementation. So go in there. Or if you want to get to know more about me personally, just Shaun De Hoya at the gym. Shaun De Hoya, just search it in there. That's my picture. That's my family. Just go in there, add me. It's a public space. You can take a look at me and see what I do on my day-to-day activities. All right. So let's just do a quick recap of this month. So first week, I talk about the self one and the self two, which talks about your inner critic and your inner self. And your inner critic is the one that you've created to defend you from pain, from suffering, from any other emotions that you've experienced before that has not served you. Or maybe you've had that painful experience in your lifetime where you needed to create this to survive. This is the invented self. This is the judgmental self. This is the one that's controlling you, telling you a lot of different things, telling you to do this, to do that, and should and shouldn't. This person is your self one. And self two is your natural self. It's the person that has the fullest potential. And you have the full potential. At times we get to question ourselves in our day-to-day decisions and our day-to-day activities, and we ask, am I really this good? Well, if you think about it, you are good because you're in the space right now. You have a lot of success in your life, and sometimes we tend to forget that because of this distrustful self too, and critical voice is always judging everything that we want to do. And if we start making peace with self one, I didn't say that you need to remove self one. I mean, self one is your past that have learned, and you can always utilize the wisdom of your past self and utilize that so that your self two can come out in there and be the person that it knows it is. So that is your confident voice, your self two, so that you continue towards achieving your goals and creating that life that you want. Because I know that deep in your heart, you are someone that has the capability to be successful. All right. So that is self one and self two. So be self two, be more self two, and make peace with self one. And last week, I talked about the three principles of the inner game. I talk about, being in a space of an awareness. You are this person who ride in this boat, and the boat is your awareness, coming to awareness, taking a look at things, putting things in perspective. And your sail is your trust, because the bigger your sail is, the more faster you would go, the farther you would go. So when you trust yourself and you trust that you can make things a reality, you can go faster, you can go farther. And also, the rudder, or this one, is your choice. The choice is the one that you know guides you or moves you towards the path that you need to do, or the necessary actions that you need to do, or your true north, going to your true north. My hope is you already know your true north, but if that is something that you're still discovering right now, let us know. We would be happy to support you. I would be happy to support you to find your true north. When you find your true north, everything and anything in your decisions in your life, you would be intentional on making sure that you move forward towards that path. And of course, being in a reflective states means that you see yourself and you make the necessary decisions to move forward. All right. So those are the past 2 weeks that we've talked about. And today we're gonna talk about performance, right? The inner game formula, this one will focus on performance, either your performance at work for most of you who work in the corporate world, or maybe your performance in your business, maybe your performance with your relationship, what have you. But what is performance? What is performance to you? If you think about performance and someone asks you, okay, we need to increase our performance at work, what's the first thing that comes in the mind? You probably would think that performance means that you have your KPI, right? Key performance indicators. You need to make sure that my service level is like this. You need to make sure that my sales is like this. We need to make sure that our gross margin is like this and what have you. And those are performance. And an employee performance is defined on how an employee fulfills their job, their duties, and how they execute their required tasks. A required task meaning that you have your job description and you need to make sure that all of the job description there are ticked and you're able to deliver all of these things. And it also refers to your effectiveness and the quality and efficiency of your output. Maybe your target for everyday performance is, let's say, 70% service level. You need to deliver 70% at a time. You need to be able to answer the call 70% at a time. Or maybe your target is you need to have this 40% gross margin and what have you. And these are the things that we need to work on towards our performance. And performance also contributes to our assessment of how valuable an employee is to an organization. Like you as a business leader right now, or you as an entrepreneur, how do you measure or you make an assessment of how your performance is and how valuable the people that you work with, the people that you lead, and the business that you're currently running right now to the organization? Because being able to the space of understanding of what performance is all about, it's clear to you. You would make sure that all of the decisions that you make, all of the time that you spend and where you invest your time on and energy is focused toward making sure that your performance is excellent, not that bad. Maybe right now you're in an average or good, but really excellence is what we're talking about. And that is the measure of how much we function well or badly. Diba? That is what performance is all about. So what is the formula of the inner game? Ayan. You see in the screen. The inner game formula is performance equals potential minus interference. Yeah. Performance equals potential minus interference. And performance, as I've shared a while ago, is the first step. That is what performance is all about. And performance can talk about your goals, your objectives, what is the objective of the company, what is the goal of the company, what is the objective of the meeting, what is, this is all what performance is all about. Because we set specific measurable goals when you talk about performance. Like there's no such thing that you talk about performance, there's no target. Even working out, right? You always have a target that, hey, you need to be this weight. That is what you want. Or maybe your fat content is like this. And that's what is performance is all about. You set targets, you set an objective for you to be able to achieve that. And P, the potential, is what we call your strength, your gift, your talents, your skills, your capability, anything that you already have. Maybe it's something that you're very, very good at, or maybe it's just you feel that you're good at it. It is your potential. Because your potential means that you can continuously grow that. Now, maybe you're good at analytics. Maybe you're good at leading people. Maybe you're good at having conversations with others. Maybe you're good at, bringing people together. This is your potential. Or maybe you're good at Excel. Like that is one thing that I'm good at. I'm not great at it, but I'm good at it. When you ask me to do something in Excel, Microsoft Excel, I'll do it. No problem there whatsoever. And your interference is when you deduct it. This is the interference are the barriers in your life, the blockers in your life, the things that's obstructing you, your limiting beliefs, your fears, your guilt, your doubt, and your anxiety. These are the interferences in your life. Because if you think about it, when you don't have any limiting beliefs saying that, hey, I'm not really good at that, or it's something that I don't know, or maybe we're poor, that's why we can't do it, or maybe I don't have the money for me to be able to meet that performance or achieve that goal and what have you. These are the things that hinders you from bringing out your truest potential. Think about the time where you have been given a task or a project in the workplace, and people see you as someone who has a great potential, but because of your self one, I talked about a while ago, self one, that self one is so self-critical and always challenges, or not even challenges, questions self two, which lowers down your confidence. And self one is the one giving you interference every single day. Interference maybe there, the self one is injecting doubt into you, your capacity, guilt into your life. Maybe this self is injecting fear or anxiety in the future. Fear, by the way, is happening now as a present moment. If you're being murdered as of the moment, that's fear. But if you're expecting something in the future, that's anxiety. So very, very different. So again, be careful of the words that you use and the words that you choose when you have a personal conversation. So those are the things that are interfering in your life. So interference may be you're doubting yourself, maybe you're questioning your capability, you're questioning your potential. Maybe you're saying that I'm not that good as someone else, right? Maybe we compare ourselves to someone and we feel that we're not adequate enough, and we don't want to take action, we don't want to perform because that's something that people might compare us with you. Like, mas magaling siya, bakit ako hindi mas magaling? So I'll just not take action anymore because that will not, I won't be able to achieve my performance or my goal or objective anyway. So that is where interference is. And once you continue to work on your interference, while of course strengthening your potential, eventually your performance would increase. That's why the formula is P equals small p minus I. Performance is equal to your potential minus any interferences that you have. Because if that interferences goes into zero, then your potential would equal to your performance. I mean, how simple is that? But difficult because we know that in our hearts there are just a lot of things happening in our emotions and something happening in our feelings that's making those interference so strong that your potential is no longer seen, and everything is just interference. It's just distractions. It's just a lot of demands of other people, which hinders our ability to make the right decisions to achieve our goals. Interferences can be in all shapes and forms, including a lack of knowledge that you have. You might feel that, hey, I'm not knowledgeable yet, so I'll train, I'll go to multiple classes, I'll do this, I'll do that before I can perform. When was the last time you had that kind of mindset? Or maybe you have your personal bias. You'd feel that, hey, okay, I'm good. I don't need it. Those kinds of situation. Or maybe your interference is you have a bad boss. Maybe your boss doesn't understand you. Maybe your boss doesn't listen to you. Maybe your boss is just, self-critical as well about the things that you do. Or maybe your interference is your own procrastination. Like you park everything and anything. And instead of moving and having this mindset that you might fear that things might not work, you just stop from taking action. I hope you guys are still getting, I hope you're still there with me. You're still joining me here. Maraming salamat for joining. Everyone is quiet. Thank you very much for joining me today. And this is the formula for inner game. If you want to perform, if you want to be the best version of yourself, every day at work, reduce those interference. And the only time that you would be able to do that is to be in a space of awareness, which I talk about in day two. So, what is the solution that we would need to do for us to increase our performance? To, take advantage of the full potential that we have, our strengths, our gifts, for us to achieve our goals? Well, the solution is education. It's all about education. And in life coaching, that's the beautiful thing about it. Because in life coaching, your personal reflection, your awareness and personal reflection is your education. Because you're able to understand more of what the interference is all about. Like, where is it coming from? Like, how is that affecting your decisions? Or how is that affecting your life? So, interference is one of the biggest keys that hinders you, well, locks that hinders you from, unlocking your performance. And solution is to get education, which what you're doing right now. You're watching me, and hopefully you're still there, taking a look at it and understanding what you need to do. Rona, thank you for the feedback. Taglish, sige, I will do that. Tataglish natin. Marami pong salamat. That's personal potential and interference. Interference po yung kaguluhan sa ating buhay. It's something that's not working for us. And potential is yung strength natin, yung kalakasan natin. Because ito po yung nawawala. These are the things that's really we're missing out. If you are someone who wants to perform in the workplace, this is the formula that you need to do. Ito po yung kailangan yung gawin for you to be able to achieve your goals. All right? So, we need to start learning to learn. And it's all about changing mindset. Kailangan natin matuto para kung paano matuto para yung mga iniisip natin and how we see life, yung perspektibo natin sa buhay would change. That is what we need to do. But you might say, Coach, I already know how to learn. Oh, really? Because learning, I'll give you a very good example of what learning is. When you were growing up, nung bata ka pa, everything that you do in your life, it's a test. Like, can you remember a time where you started playing with toothpaste, maybe, or sabon? You played with soap, and sometimes you eat something, you test it, right? Eating something that you're not familiar with, you're testing it. Tinetest mo siya. Kung ano lasa, how does it feel like? Maybe you're like me, who, when my mom buys me a toy, when I get it, I open it up, then eventually after an hour or two, it's already all broken. Like yung gulong wala na, yung cover ng auto wala na, tinanggal ko na because I want to see how it was created. So that is a test. And if you want to learn what learning is all about, is go back and taking a look and reflecting on how you were a kid. How were you growing up? Well, removing all of those things that's not good. Focus on how curiosity has helped you become the person that you are right now. Because kids don't care. They don't care. They will test everything. They will continuously test everything. Itetest nila lahat ng ginagawa nila. And lahat ng nakikita nila, lahat ng bagay na yun, they would continuously test that to find out how it works. That is learning. And that is a change in mindset, especially if you're someone who's very, very successful already. You've already proven time and again that you can achieve things. And you are someone that's independent. I am someone that I'd rather, be alone than have a team. That's really me. Because if you have a team, you need to wait for them. Kailangan mo antayin ng mga tao. But that's really what's not that's not what life is all about. Hindi yun yung ganung buhay. Because we are created to connect with people. We are created to have a interaction with people. That is who we are. That's what we need to do. And changing the mindset that we have would ensure that we're able to focus on exploring, would able to focus on creativity, and would able to focus on the goals that would make things, the behaviors and attitudes and beliefs that you have, you will need to change for you to be successful. Yan po yung kailangan. A change in mindset. It's not a change in habit. How can you change a habit if your mindset is still the same? A mindset needs to change first before you change the habit. Because it's clear to you, alam mo, you know it in your heart what you need to do. So, why people don't invest on learning? Have you ever asked yourself, or even asked yourself that question? Why is it in the corporate world, or people who's working in the corporate, if you're an employee right now, why is it that we don't invest on our own learning? We have this mindset that the company should be the one investing on us so that we can utilize the skills to benefit the company. Para mag-benefit yung company, dapat sila mag-invest sa atin. But if you think about it, personal investment means that in the future, you would be able to learn a lot of handful of things and you would utilize it until such time that you make a decision to quit. Sabi mo na, okay, I would only save, I think this is common for everyone, right? I would save this amount of money, this amount of years, then eventually, magkukwit na ako. I'll just work, I'll have a business, whatever that business is. Maybe food cart, maybe it's laundry, maybe it's water refilling. Dati, uso yung internet cafes, di ba? And you do that. So currently, as of this time, how much money, how much time are you investing in yourself? Like, what's the percentage of your salary do you put in to your learning? Coach, may YouTube naman. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a lot of contents in YouTube that you can use. But, alam mo ba talaga yung ano yung need mo? Do you really know what you need? Because there's a lot of contents in YouTube that, you know, when we watch it, we feel that we're learning, but are we implementing? Are we utilizing that as we progress? Or we just use that 1 hour of our time, 30 minutes of video, and eventually that goes to the drain. So how intentional are you with the amount of time or with the time that you invest on in your relationship, in work, the time that you browse your Facebook, the time that you take a look at your phone, social media, maybe you have LinkedIn. Where do you focus your attention on? Saan mo binibigay yung oras mo? Because that is a clear indication of the proof if the inner game formula is working for you or if you're focusing on that. Because the eye, the interference, that is the one that's really affecting you. Social media is also an interference. So why don't people invest on learning? Well, the most biggest one, and I am guilty of this, by the way. I'm teaching you what I know and what I have proven. Number one is the assumption that I know already. Let that sink for a moment. Professional often feels that they need to present an appearance that they know everything, especially for readers, right? You know, we feel that we need to be in a space of understanding, of having the knowledge, have the necessary skill, knowledge nga that we know everything. But this is a biggest obstacle in our life that hinders us to learn. Like going back to when you were a kid or even observing a kid. Tingnan mo yung mga bata. Do they have this mindset, this assumption that they know already? No. That's why they ask questions. They ask us questions. And when our child or someone asks us question, nagagalit tayo. Now why? Why do we get angry when children ask us? I ask myself that because that was the same as I did before and I changed that. People, you know, children ask us because they want to learn. They want to understand. They are investing and asking questions for them to understand how that works. Paano gumagana yon? How things are working. So that they can use that learning. Gagamitin nila sa kanila. But because of the experience from their parents, experience of their caretakers, from the teachers, by the way, for those teachers, please don't, when your students ask you, please answer them in a right way. They ask you because they want to learn. They don't ask you para inisin kayo. No, they don't. They're interested. They want to know because it's something that they would understand if we can utilize it. As young children, they don't share this kind of assumption. But us, since we've grown up, a lot of bad experience that we have this assumption that you need to know. You already know it. So I don't need to learn. Number two, the assumption that learning means remediation. Or it means na may mali kasi sa akin, so I need to study. I need to learn something. That is one mindset. That's not true. Because they feel na if I need to invest on myself, I need to enroll on these trainings and what have you, something is wrong with me. Or my performance is not good. How many of you have experienced a time in your career where you stopped learning? How did that affect the way that you perform? Na tumigil ka ng, alam mo yung wala nang nagme-mentor sa'yo, wala nang nagtuturo sa'yo. Maybe your boss is not that type who teaches. Then suddenly, you come into a space, dumating ka dun sa point na, am I still good? Am I still doing well? Yung kasi po, we stop learning. We stop putting in more so that we can give more. But we're only giving in there as whatever we've learned. But that is not enough. So the assumption of learning means remediation, that something is wrong with you, that is why people don't invest in themselves. Number three, you have this fear of being judged. Have you ever experienced a time when you were in a school that your teacher called you and you've answered wrong, and instead of the teacher helping you, ito na yung tama, alam mo yung pinagalitan ka pa, na mali ka, kasi there's a lot of things that this teacher told you. Mag-aral ka mabuti and so on and so forth. Eh, mali nga eh. I'm wrong. Or this is the wrong thing that I've done. So, help me correct it. Rather than judging me that I'm not doing the things that I need to do. Because judging people is a way of controlling that person for their behavior and the effort that they need to put in. And maybe during this time that's the only thing that the person can do. Maybe you are in a space right now, you're a leader and you're talking to someone and you're questioning, why is this person not performing? Ako naman, di ba ganon? You always compare. Ako naman dati, hindi naman ako ganyan eh. You're not that person. So why do you compare? Why do you judge? We need to come into a perspective that we need to help this person invest in themselves. And the only time that you can do that is to remove this person's fear that they will be judged. So how are you currently leading your team, or how is your boss leading you currently? Is your boss helping you to be in a space where you are able to express, even if you feel you're wrong? There's no wrong and right anyway. It's just, okay, how can I be better? Number four, why people don't invest on learning, it's doubt. You know, the uncertainty we feel when we face the unknown is a prerequisite for learning. Like, we don't know. We need to come into space that we're not sure. That's why we invest on learning. It said here that young children are not embarrassed by not knowing something. And that is true. Take a look at it. I have two children. My daughter is 18 years old now, and I have a 15 years old. They don't care if they don't know. They would just say, I don't know. I know children as well, they don't know. They won't know the answer. So bakit magagalit? Same goes in the workplace. If the person doesn't know, then don't ask why the person don't know. They don't know. Ask them, okay, what are the things that they need to do so that they start learning, right? These are why people don't invest in learning, because they have their doubt and they feel that being in a space of not knowing things would ask them if they're really good at it. They doubt themselves, they doubt their capabilities and what have you, rather than acknowledging that they might need to invest time and effort for them to change your perspective, so that it doesn't feel that investing in learning feels that is a threatening experience because you doubt that you're not good enough. Investing in learning means that you're leveling up. And lastly, why people don't invest in learning, because people are trying too hard to learn and to appear learn. The fifth one is a derivative of fear and doubt. Magkadikit yun. And this is constricting or limits our potential because of our past mistakes. So what we do is we go through YouTube, we go through other learning platforms, and we respond for us to invest on learning on whatever is happening right now today, rather than investing on, okay, this is what where I am right now, this is the future that I will create, what are the trainings, knowledge, workshops, what have you, that I need to learn now so that I can utilize that in the future in preparation. Rather than being reactive, we need to be active in investing on learning. That's why myself, I continue to invest in myself. I continue to invest on coaching. I continue to invest on training. Even though it's so expensive, it's okay because I'm seeing the result. I'm getting better. And with me having a conversation with you right now is helping me become better because I'm intentional about where I invest my time on. So how intentional, gaano ba kayo kasigurado dun sa gusto nyong pinagtututunan nyo right now? Hopefully, I'm able to translate that in Tagalog firmly. Where do you invest your time on and money on as an investment for your growth in the future so that you can perform? Because again, performance is equal to your potential and removing those interference in your life that's not serving you. That is what education is all about. Removing those things that doesn't serve you. Because when you learn, you focus on your potential. That is really it. But where are you investing your time on? I love what Albert Einstein said. He said that intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. And he also said that once you stop learning, you start dying. So are you dying right now? Pag tumigil kang matuto, doon ka mag-i-start mamatay. And that's what he's saying. Yeah, our mind, we need to, dapat continuously tayo nag-aaral, and we will only stop, titigil lang tayo pag namatay na tayo. So how much time do you spend in learning? How much time do you spend in getting better? How much time do you spend in leveling up your performance? So before we end, I would like for you to, write this down. Would like for you to reflect on our conversation today and think about where you're at right now and make a necessary assessment. And this is for you. This is not for me. My heart here is to be able to help you, and my hope is you would be able to utilize your learnings here so that you can become better. Mas maging magaling kang tao kaysa kung sino ka ngayon. Reflect on this. Number one, what obstacles are holding you back, which creating the interference in your life or at work? Ano yung mga bagay na pumipigil sa'yong gamitin mo yung full potential mo, yung gift mo, yung talent mo? Write those down. Coach, how many? As many as you can. Kahit ilan, sulat mo dyan. What are the obstacles that hold you back in your work and in your life? Number two, if the obstacles are removed, these interference are removed, what are you capable of doing? Pag tinanggal lahat yung mga distractions, interferences, limiting beliefs, guilt, fear, whatever that is, ano-ano pa man. Ano yung kaya mong gawin ngayon? Tanggalin mo, remove yourself from that space. And lastly, what support do you need to start taking action? Like, anong tulong kailangan mo ngayon? So that you can start making the right decision, you can start taking action, and you can start creating that life that you deserve. Because you deserve a better life. You deserve a better life than what you have right now. Deserving tayong lahat. It's not just for the rich and the famous. No. It's everyone. And you deserve that. You need to invest on that, work on that. It's not easy, but when you continuously, work on it, I tell you, the performance that you have been working on, looking for, what have you, that will make you will see that as a reality. So again, move towards those reflection. If you have any questions, if you need help, let me know. Just message me. You can message me anytime. You can contact me 0917-569-4200. If you need support in your workplace, maybe you're watching right now, you're leading a team, or maybe you're in a team and you would want to recommend to your boss a workshop, an activity that would make your performance high and invest in yourself, message me. I do a corporate coaching or workshop or class to help you level that up. Just message me, 0917-569-4200. So next week on December 24th, I'm going to talk about the work triangle. And this is going to be a powerful one as we continue to progress on making your 2021 way, way different than 2020. My hope is that we'd be able to help you level up your performance in the workplace, or level up the performance of your team in the workplace or your business. Join me next week, the work triangle. It's going to be a powerful thing where you can start understanding what is happening when we focus too much on performance. Just focusing on that. Because it needs to be balanced. The triangle needs to be balanced. All right? So that's it for me. Thank you very much for joining me. If you need any help, you need any support, just email me there, shaundehoy@gmail.com. You may contact me 0917-569-4200, or just message my Facebook page. You just want a deeper understanding of what I do and how I can support you, how I can help you, and how I can serve you and your company. So as we end today's episode, let me invite you to visit our coaching hub. It's at DCAP Copy Republic, located at Pioneer Center Compound. That's PC along Pioneer Road, corner of Brixton and Capitolio, in United Street, Capitolio, Pasig City. So every Wednesday we're there. So if you are there, if you just want to visit us, if want to visit me anyway, want to see me, just go to Bayanin Center. That's every Wednesday I'm there. Or if you want to just have a conversation with me, just message me, let me know. Let's go there. Let's have a coffee. Let's have a conversation. Let's see. Let's just do our sharing and see where we're at. And our coaching hub is open physically from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. But our virtual operation is open 24/7. There's new cakes in there, by the way, which is so I love the cakes in there. So test the cake, get some coffee. It's just a wonderful experience being there. All of the people that's serving there are certified life coaches. So you would experience life coaching when you have a conversation. So go in there. If you don't want to talk, then it's fine. If you just want to have a space of home, you feel like home, that is home for you. So go in there. Coaching on demand is 24/7, any time of the day, any day of the week. Please connect with Coach Rizal, 0917-586-1661. You see the number down there for your coaching needs. So thank you very much for joining me. Marami po salamat for everyone who joined me. Again, share this video to others so that we can start helping people learn. Join my group, Self-Leadership Coaching Community. I help you there level up your self-leadership and how you can thrive in the workplace. I'll see you again next week. Same time, same day. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom, everyone. Love, bam, boom. Thank you. Bye-bye.